Thank you for joining me today. Let's go ahead and get started. Just connecting inward with the breath. So just take a moment in Sukhasana to connect with your breath. Inhaling through your nostrils and then exhaling out your nostrils. And maybe just close your eyes for a moment and just draw yourself inward and just notice your breath. And then notice if you can breathe all the way down into the belly. So on your next inhalation, fill up your belly with air. Breathe all the way into the belly. Exhale out of the belly. And then on your next inhalation, inhale into your heart center. Nice inhalation into the heart center as the heart center lifts. And then switch it back to the belly. So we're going to breathe into the belly with the nostrils. Inhaling into the belly, exhaling out of the belly. And then inhaling into the heart center. Heart center lifts, exhale out of the heart center. And maybe just take a moment as you're doing this breathing to set your intentions for your yoga practice this afternoon. Maybe it would be just being appreciative of the fact that we are breathing together and that the mind is calming as you breathe. So maybe your intention can actually switch from the breath to calming the mind with the breath. So noticing that breath again, inhaling into the belly, through your nostrils, filling the belly up with air, and then exhaling out of the belly, inhaling into the heart center, and then exhaling out of the heart center. As you calm your mind, good. And then from here, let's go ahead and inhale and sweep the arms overhead, inhaling through the nostrils. Press the palms together in Anjali Mudra and exhale out the nostrils. And let's continue that movement now. As we still connect those sitting bones down into the earth, lengthening up through the crown of your head. And just continue here, inhaling, palms together in Anjali Mudra, exhaling out the nostrils. Press down through your sitting bones, inhale and exhale. Good. Inhale, I want you to just hold it up here. Reach through your fingertips. Press down through your sitting bones equally. And lengthen up through the fingertips. And see if you can extend the spine. Think about the spine is lifting up towards the sky, towards the heavens. As you reach up through your fingertips, pressing down equally through your sitting bones, but let that spine lift up from the lower base of the spine, up through the crown of your head, reaching with your fingertips. And then breathe in and out of the spine for a moment and continue to relax your mind with that nice breath in and out of your nostrils, breathing in and out of your belly, breathing in and out of your heart center as you continue to lift your fingertips towards the ceiling, pressing down equally through your sitting bones. Hold it here. But don't hold your breath. Continue to breathe here for a moment. Good. Strengthening the mind, strengthening the heart, strengthening the core with your breath. Good. And then from here, go ahead and continue to reach forward, coming all the way down. Reach out in front of you through your fingertips as you press your sitting bones down towards the earth. So it's a nice stretch here, all the way out through the fingertips. Good. Keep breathing. And then from here, just walk your hands in the direction of your front toes. Stack your inner hand on top of your outer hand and continue to breathe here. And take that breath all the way down through your side body. Good. And then from here, go ahead and walk your hands back to center all the way up. Change the crossing of your legs. Opposite foot is in front now. Inhale, sweep the arms up. You're inhaling through your nostrils. Exhale, forward fold. Reach out in front of you. Once again, find the breath. Connect the breath into the heart center, into the belly, through your nostrils. Calming your mind with your breath. And then walk your hands out in the direction of your front toes to the other side. I'm going to stack my inner hand on top of the outer hand. If you can do that, come along with me. And then breathe all the way down the side body. That nice full breath again through your nostrils. Focus on calming the mind with the breath. Good, back to center, all the way up. And then from here, let's start circling in Sukhasana. And just let your body move and circle around as you breathe. Noticing that breath again, inhaling and exhaling. Think about actually lifting your heart center as you move. Breathing in and breathing out. Stay with the breath. Keep circling around. And start to notice your navel center. Start to notice the core as you move. Inhaling, as you exhale, maybe your navel then comes towards your spine. Strong core helping you to steer your circles. Good, and then let's reverse those circles and go in the opposite direction. Still noticing the breath is flowing with the movement. Staying with that breath. Inhale and exhale. Good. Continue to move here. Good. And then all the way back to center, back to sitting, back to Sukhasana. Take your hands to your front shin. Both hands connecting there. A little seated cat and cow movement. Inhale, lift your heart center as you arch your spine. Exhale, round your spine, draw the navel in. Inhale through the nostrils, exhale out the nostrils, push back, inhale, and exhale. You're massaging the spine with the breath and the movement, inhaling and exhaling, staying with your breath. Inhale, lift the heart center up. Exhale, round the spine back towards the wall behind you. Inhaling up, exhaling back, staying with the breath. Notice that you're just nourishing your spine with your breath coming in and out of your nostrils. Good, last one, sit nice and tall. Inhale, sweep the arms overhead. Hold it here. Really want you to open up your side ribs. Lift through your fingertips. See if you can reach almost like you're being pulled all the way up to the sky, up to heaven. Reaching through your fingertips as you press through your sitting bones, but really lift. Hold it here. Take another inhale, exhale, bring the arms down. Good, and then from here, let's go to all fours. We're going to continue with those circles on all fours. Going back to child's pose first, press all the way back. Draw the tailbone down towards the heels of your feet. Inhale, all the way to the side, circling around and coming all the way back again. So let's continue those circles, flowing with the breath. Inhaling and exhaling. Good. And just just move however your body tells you to move. Just go with it. Go with the movement and the breath together. Inhaling to the front of the mat. Exhale as you go back. Just allowing the body to loosen up, loosening up the joints. Inhale as you go forward. Exhale as you go back. Staying with your breath and letting the breath guide you. Now let's reverse the circles. Inhale to the front of the mat. Exhale as you go back. And then think about your core, your navel center, drawing your navel to the spine, helping to steer your body back towards the back of the mat. Inhale forward, exhale back. Keep it going. Good, and then let's rest in child's pose. Lengthen out through your fingertips, take your forehead to the mat. And then once again, we're going to notice the breath, breathing in and out of the belly. The side ribs are expanding. Stay here with your forehead connected to the mat. Good, and then on your next inhale, look towards your fingertips. Inhale, upward facing dog. On your knees, exhale, draw the navel to the spine, come all the way back. Inhale forward, lifting your heart center up towards the sky. Exhale, pull the navel to the spine as you come all the way back. Stay with your breath, inhaling forward, exhaling back. Breathing in through the nostrils. Exhaling out the nostrils as your navel comes towards your spine. Keep with the movement and the breath. And taking that thought, calming the mind as you move. Inhaling forward and exhaling back. Good, staying with your breath, hold it here. From here, we're going to curl the toes under. Adho Mukha, downward facing dog. Inhale and exhale back. From here, we're going to start to work the feet and the calves by lifting and lowering on your toes. Spread your fingers wide, press into your middle finger and your thumb as you move. So use those finger pads to keep the tension out of your wrist. Stay with your breath. Lifting and lowering. Working the calves and the ankles. Good, hold it here. Inhale back to all fours. So from here, we're going to go into Tabletop Cat and Cow. Inhaling the tailbone up, lift the chin. Exhale, round into the spine. So continuing to nourish the spine with your breath. Inhale and exhale. And as you exhale, through your nostrils, draw your navel back up towards the spine. The hands, the fingers are spread wide. Stay with the breath. Inhaling and exhaling. Good. And then from here, go ahead and sweep your right arm up towards the ceiling. Hold it here. From here, we're going to inhale, reach through the fingertips. Exhale, dive under. Inhale, come up. Exhale, dive under the opposite arm. Inhale, sweep your arm up. Exhale, dive it under the opposite. Inhale, hold it here. Good, and then we'll switch it to the other side. I'll just flip around. Inhale, sweep your opposite arm up. Exhale, dive it under. The standing hand, the fingers are spread nice and wide. Exhale, dive it under. Inhale, sweep it up, hold it here. Exhale, dive it under. Good, inhale, last one, hold it, look towards your fingertips. Breathe. Good, release it. And then from here, extended cow. So let's reach out through the right fingertips and the left toes. Stay with your breath. Good. The standing hand, your fingers are spread wide. You're pressing into your thumb, your middle finger. Keep breathing. Your neck is in line with your spine. Find that calming breath again, that nice full inhalation through your nostrils. And let your breath help you to energize your pose. Good. Release it. Let's go back to child's pose. Press all the way back, reach out through your fingertips, take your forehead to the mat. From here, let's walk our hands out towards one side. Doesn't matter which side you go to. Both hands are reaching out to the side, opening up your side ribs. Walk the hands back to center and then over to the other side. Good, back to center. Then from here, back to all fours. Now the left fingertips are going to reach out and the right toes. Stay with your breath. Press into your thumb, your middle finger. Nice strong lengthening here, really reaching in opposite direction. Finding that soft gaze, that balance. Keep breathing. Strong arms, strong leg. Good, release it. This time, let's curl the toes under and take the hips up and back to Adho Mukha, downward facing dog. Breathe here for a moment. Good. Then from here, we're going to draw that right knee in towards the chest and then step it to the front of the mat for a low lunge. Hold it here, and then from low lunge, feel the strength through your back leg. Press into the heel of your back foot. Feel the strength through your front foot and the grounding there and the rooting down as you lift up, coming into high lunge. Stay with your breath. Breathe here. Good. So now we're going to just twist to the outside of that front leg. And breathe. Good. Back to center. Take an inhale, exhale, frame your front foot, step the opposite foot in and the opposite foot back. Coming back to high lunge on the other side. Sweep your arms up. Find your breath, soften your shoulders down. Good, take it into a twist to the outside of your leg with the arms open wide. Breathe here, connect your breath into the pose. Good, framing that front foot. From here, step to plank. And you can lower yourself down, you can come to your knees to do that, or you can do it in a plank. Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Hold it here. Good, so from here, coming into Shavasana, lifting the upper and lower body. And let's stay here for 10 full breaths. Now think about really lengthening through your fingertips, through your toes, and then breathing in and out of your navel center. Your neck is in line with your spine. Inhaling and exhaling out of the nostrils, breathing in and out of your navel center. Stay with the breath, bring the shoulder blades together a little bit more. Good, release it, pushing all the way back to child's pose, and take a break there for a moment. Stretch it out. And just stay there in child's pose just for a moment. I'm gonna get a sip of water. If you need water, go ahead and get some too. Stay with your breath. Staying in child's pose. Good. From here, from child's pose, just go ahead and walk your hands out to one side again. Breathe into your side ribs. Walk your hands back to center and then over to the other side. Good, and then from here, we're gonna come down to Dolphin Pose. So let's grab our elbows and square the body up. You want the shoulders and the elbows lined up. Bring the palms of your hands together. Curl your toes under, lift your hips up and back. Now, press through your forearms and the outer edges of your wrists to propel your body back towards the heels of your feet. And just breathe here for a moment. From here, let's kick the right leg up towards the ceiling for Dolphin Split. Breathe here. And then let's kick the left leg up towards the ceiling. Continue to breathe. Good. And then from here, let's walk our feet out into a plank, Dolphin Plank. So it's a forearm plank. You can separate your hands if you want to, and your fingertips will just point straight ahead, or you can maintain keeping the hands together. See if we could stay here for 10 full breaths. And if you want to lift and lower your hips, you can. But try to breathe in and out of your navel center. Take a break at any time if you need it. Good, let's go ahead and come all the way back down to the belly. This time we're gonna reach for that right ankle and then reach for the left ankle and push up into Urdhva. Stay with your breath here. And if you want to, just kind of kick away with the feet so that you can open up your chest a little bit more. Kick those feet towards the wall behind you. Breathe here. Breathe in and out of your navel center. Good, release it. And then push all the way back to child's pose. Take your knees wide, press all the way back. And breathe, taking your forehead back to the mat. Good, so from here, I'm gonna flip back around, I'm sorry. Back to child's pose. From here, come all the way up onto your knees. Take your hands and wrap them around the back of your waist. From here, taking the knees a little bit wider, let's go ahead and slowly come down towards the mat. And then inhale, scoop your belly in and come all the way back up as you sweep your arms overhead. And we'll do that a few times. Staying with the breath. Inhale, scoop the belly in. Sweep the arms up. And then all the way back down again. Good. Last time, inhale, scoop the belly in. From here, taking your hands to your hips. Step your right foot out in front. And you can creep it out a little bit further to come into Crescent Lunge. So we're going to inhale the arms up and then just push those hip points forward towards the wall in front of you. Hold it here, interlace the hands. Stay with your breath. So you should feel a nice stretch through the hip flexor. This is a wide lunge, but you want to make sure that your toes are still in front of your knee. Keep breathing here, and then think about lifting from the pelvic floor up through the crown of your head so that that energy comes all the way up. Breathe here. Good. From here, we're going to take the hands to either side of the hips and then flex your front foot up towards the ceiling. Now, if you can reach it and get a nice stretch over that front leg, then go ahead and do so. Breathe here, once again, into your hamstrings. Good. Great. So from here, let's go ahead and take that outer leg in and switch it to the other. Other leg pops out. Inhale into Crescent Lunge, really pushing forward with the hip points. Hold it here, lift the heart center towards the ceiling. Keep breathing. And you should feel a really nice stretch here, opening up the hip flexor. Breathe. Feel the grounding through that front foot. Continue to breathe here. Good, and then shooting your hips back, framing those hips as you stretch over that front leg. Breathe here. Good. Then from here, go ahead and come all the way down onto your back. And let's work the core in a yoga fashion. So that's relaxing the neck and shoulders, letting the head stay down, drawing the knees in, hug them in for Uttanasana, and then shoot your legs up towards the ceiling. Take your arms out to the sides, and then as you exhale, lower the legs as you draw your navel to the spine. So let's inhale into Uttanasana, shoot the legs up to the ceiling, and then exhale. If there is pain and you can't seem to flatten your lower back into the mat, then tuck your hands up underneath your lower back and let the lower back then press into your hands. Inhale and exhale. Breathing in and breathing out. And just stay with your breath. Draw the navel to the spine. Inhaling and exhaling. Keep it flowing. This is a time to just really go with the breath and movement together. As the navel comes towards the spine, trying to continue to flatten your back down towards the mat. So you should be waking up the core chakra, center of your empowerment. Keep breathing. Remember, your neck and your shoulders are relaxed. Good, last one, we're gonna hold it about 60 degrees. And breathe in and out of the navel center. So you're pumping your belly as you inhale and exhale out your nostrils. Firm into your outer hips, your inner thighs. Hold it here. Keep pumping the belly. Good, and then hugging the knees back in towards the chest. From here, we'll come into a full spinal twist. So let's take the palms out to the sides. With your legs in a tabletop position, let both legs fall over to the side. And then I'm taking my hand to the top knee to help guide it down a little further. As long as that's comfortable for you, you can do that. You don't have to do that. Both your shoulder blades are then reaching towards the mat. And breathe here. Good, now let's kick that top leg out and get a little more stretch. So I'm grabbing the bottom of that top foot. And then breathing here. Good, inhale back to center and let both legs fall over to the other side stacked. Let's take 3 more full breaths in our twist. Drawing both shoulder blades as close to the mat as possible, rotating your chest towards the ceiling. Continue to breathe here as you lengthen out your top leg out to the side to get that nice lengthening stretch down your side. Good, breathe. And then release it back over. From here, we'll come into set to Banda Pose. So we're gonna tuck our shoulder blades underneath the mat. Underneath our backs. We're on the mat. And then from here, your feet are about hip width apart. Inhale, push your hip points up towards the ceiling. Keep tucking those shoulder blades under. And if you can, interlace your hands underneath your body. And let's stay here for 3 full breaths. As you push into your feet so that your chest glides towards your chin. And then your tailbone tucks under towards your knees. Keep breathing here. Stay with your breath. Good, slowly come down one vertebrae at a time and hug your knees back in towards your chest. This time we'll come into a nice full happy baby. So grab the bottoms of the feet. If you can't grab the bottoms of your feet, just wrap your arms around the back of your knees. And let's just breathe here for a moment. And it might feel good to rock back and forth and massage your spine out. And then try to connect with that nice calming breath again, that nice full breath, sending peaceful messages to your mind and to your body. Good. We're going to go into a half happy baby. So holding on to one foot, lengthen, or with your arm wrapped around the back of your knee, lengthen the opposite leg out along the mat. Keep breathing. Good, and then let's switch that half happy baby to the other side. Grabbing the bottom of the foot or around the back of the knee, lengthening out through the opposite leg. Good. From here, I want you to grab behind your knees. Let me just check the time. Grab behind your knees and then gently rock up to sitting and then back again. And we'll continue to massage the spine, going back and forth. A little bit of rocking on the spine. Inhale, come all the way up. Good. So from here, let's go ahead and come to sitting, back to sitting on the mat, on the blanket, if you have one. If you don't have a blanket, you can sit on a pillow. Take your legs out to the sides, nice and wide. And then from here, let's try and hinge forward from the hips, lifting the heart center and walk our way out, getting a really nice wide stretch. Breathe here, soften into the pose. If you want to, you can then, if your elbows can reach the floor, you can then take your hands together, take your thumbs to the third eye, and breathe in and out of that space. Stay with your stretch and stay with the breath. Good. Walk your hands all the way back up. From here, let's go into boat pose. So we'll finish up with a strong pose. Strong core, hugging the knees in towards the chest. If you want to, first start out by grabbing behind your knees, firming into your inner thighs, your outer hips, so creating that nice tabletop position here. Then you can either stay here, you can support your back by taking your hands behind you, straighten your legs, and then take your arms out to the sides. Or stay here and modify it. Keep breathing. Scoop the belly in. Modify it if you need to. This would be a modification. This would be a modification. Scoop the belly in, but let the breath flow. Good. Release it to Baddha Konasana. So let's take the soles of the feet together. And then push those knees out to the sides as you press your feet together. Sitting nice and tall, hinging from the hips. Let's come forward again, but lead with your heart center. And breathe. Connect your breath into the pose once again. Good, come all the way back up. This time we're going to keep the heel of one foot in towards the pelvic floor. I don't care which side you stretch from. Just one leg is out, the opposite heel is in, Janu Sirsasana. We're going to rotate our navel towards our knee and then come forward and stretch out those hamstrings. Maybe your forward would just be right here, and that's fine. Keep breathing. Breathe into the space that you're stretching. Right into the hamstrings. Good. Coming back to center. Take, I can't see you. I'm being videoed right now. Sorry, my daughter just walked in the room. And let's go to the other side and stretch it out. They can see. She was asking me for something. Sorry, guys. Almost done here. Just taking this stretch. Good. And then let's finish up with a hip stretch. So coming onto all fours. From here, I want you to just kick your right leg out behind you. Cross it over the back leg. And then slide all the way back so that you're coming into a modified pigeon pose and getting a really good hip stretch here. So you should feel the stretch into your hip. Once again, you can take your thumbs to the third eye as you stretch here and breathe in and out of that space. Or you can reach your fingertips out in front of you and come all the way down. Or you can rest on your forearms. Good, and then from here to come back up, curl that back foot under, propel yourself back to your knees. And then we'll go to the other side. So the opposite leg now kicks out behind you. It crosses over the leg that's bent. And then I'm curling my toes under as I slide. So you can see that I'm sliding all the way down to pigeon. Just coming into this modified pigeon. And then just relax here for a moment. Breathe into your hip space. Good, and then when you're ready, come on out of that hip stretch. Swing your legs around. And let's set up for Shavasana, our final resting pose. So we're going to slowly come down, hug the knees into the chest for a moment, gently rock on the spine. And I'm going to give you a choice also. If you want to swing around, if you have a wall near you and you want to just take your legs up the wall, but let's all just shoot our legs up just for a moment and just get a really good stretch in Paschimottanasana, and just hold it here for a moment. Hold wherever works best for you. Just get a really nice stretch. And then when you're ready, you can slowly bring your legs down and come into a resting pose. Now, if you need a blanket on top of you, or you want to make a bolster and put it up underneath your knees, Just get yourselves comfortable. Let your hands fall out to the sides. And then once you're in your position or taking your legs up the wall, if you want to have your legs up the wall, that's totally fine, but try to relax the upper body once you're there. Taking 3 breaths, you're going to inhale through your nostrils and then exhale out your nostrils. Exhale out your mouth. 3 cleansing breaths. Inhale through your nostrils, exhale out your mouth. And as you do this, notice that the body is just melting down into the mat, into the floor, into the earth. So 3 cleansing breaths, inhaling through the nostrils, exhale, blow it out your mouth. And just release anything that does not serve you well at this moment. There's a lot of indecision in the world right now. So try to just release any of that tension that may have built up from all the news that you're listening to, and all the hardships, and see if you can just release that with the breath as your body continues to melt down into the earth. And then take a swallow to release your throat muscle. Soften your facial muscles. Allow your eyes to sink down into the sockets. Soften your ears. Allow your belly to soften with your breath. Notice the rise and fall of your chest and your belly as you go deeper into relaxation. Softening your feet, softening your hands, softening your neck and your shoulders. And just stay with the breath. Just noticing your in-breath and your out-breath as you go deeper into relaxation. Good. Scanning your body from head to toe, noticing if there's tension anywhere, and just release that tension. Relaxing your muscles, softening your mind. And then on your next inhalation, just wiggle your fingers and toes. Gently reawaken your body. Inhale your knees back in towards your chest. Coming back to Apanasana. Give yourself a little hug. And then just let your legs fall over to the side. And cradle yourself there for a moment. And just taking this time to appreciate all your body does for you every day. As you gently make your way back up to sitting, coming back to Sukhasana, and bringing your hands together toward your heart center. Let's go ahead and lift that heart center up again, lengthening the spine up. And sending love, light, peace, health, compassion to ourselves, to the universe. Thank you for joining me. Namaste.